Bobby Jindal ran on a platform of ethics reform when he ran for governor, ignoring the fact that many loopholes still exist in the Louisiana ethics laws, that who you know is still more important than what you know in Louisiana politics, and that Bobby Jindal is still a hypocrite in ethics reform in many areas, including the fact that Bobby Jindal's office nationwide ranks dead last when it comes to transparency. There is one part of the Jindal ethics shell game that needs to be looked at very, very closely. See, some increased ethics standards did get passed in that ethics special session that he held. One report even had Louisiana with the toughest ethics standards in the nation. Sounds good, right? Well, it does, until you realize that Jindal also signed a bill into law that makes it harder to convict people of ethics violations. That in and of itself is bad, because by signing that law, Jindal has taken away all the teeth of the so-called tougher ethics standards. There is something more that every single voter in Louisiana needs to watch out for. See, some people measure corruption based on how many corruption convictions exist per capita to get a figure to use for comparisons. So let's say at the state level, before Jindal, we had 100 statewide convictions per capita, hypothetically. Then 3 years from now, let's say Louisiana has 50 corruption convictions per capita. Believe in Louisiana, Bobby Jindal's own propaganda machine, which is basically his own little Pravda, could then run some ads saying how much of a wonderful job that Bobby Jindal is doing as our governor because of our new ethical standards, and that now because of these reduced corruption statistics, that we now live in a better place. Again, they will falsely claim that we have a better state and a less corrupt state because we have less ethics convictions than we had previously. But again, because Jindal went along with the legislation that made it harder to convict people of ethical violations, a lot of corrupt people will walk away scot-free, and that did nothing to make us a less corrupt state. So there you have Jindal's ethics shell game in a nutshell. A, make it harder to convict people. B, in a couple of years, look at the ethics convictions statistics and see that, look, we have decreased convictions. And then C, use the media to fool the people into believing that we are somehow less corrupt because of Bobby Jindal, when in reality, Bobby Jindal actually made it easier for corrupt people to get away with their corruption. I am not fooled, and now you won't be either.